7 famous mysteries of the world. The truth has been revealed a long time ago. In this world, there are many stories about mysterious mysteries that have been claimed. There is still no scientific answer, which has been retold for a long time until it became famous on the internet. But in reality, some of the mysteries we thought were long ago were solved. Today we'll bring you a mystery that you think is still not clear for you to hear what it really is. 1. The disappearance of the Maya. This is one of the most iconic civilization collapses in human history. The Maya seem to have abandoned their complex civilization and disappeared into the Central American jungle. There are many theories that try to explain this, or even link it to the arrival of aliens. Until 2005, there was a confirmed theory of this. The Mayan civilization collapsed due to environmental disasters of their own accord. The Maya felled so many trees that it caused a drought. They have to experience heat from the sun coupled with less rainfall, until they had to abandon the fertile land in order to move on to find food. 2. Walking stones in Death Valley. This is a mystery that has been talked about for over 100 years about the self-moving rocks in the arid regions of the Death Valley. From the traces on the ground, it was concluded that it moved by itself. There are no traces of human or animal disturbance at all. There are theories that try to explain this, from wind, rain, gravity, magnetic fields, tricksters, or even aliens, again. But eventually, a team of scientists discovered the secret to how the rocks moved. In 2011, researchers at the Scripps Institute of Oceanography mounted GPS to 15 rocks and monitored them. 2 years later, they found when Death Valley encounters a rare winter storm, rainwater pours onto the flat ground and freezes overnight. This results in the formation of a large ice cap around the rock. In the morning, when the ice melted and began to break, this, combined with the strong winds, will cause the rocks on the ice sheet to slide far on the flat terrain. And when the ice melts, we will find no evidence, only the traces of the moving stone, leaving behind a mystery to perplex humanity. 3. An antique iron pole that doesn't rust. Iron Pillar of Delhi. It is an ancient iron pillar that is 23 feet tall, found in the Qutb archaeological site. It was built around AD 450 and it surprised many villagers and scientists that why doesn't it rust? Until someone suggested that it might have been created by aliens as usual, but from a scientific analysis found that the steel posts are coated with a thin layer of misawite, a compound of iron, oxygen and hydrogen, which prevents the steel from rusting, which is considered to be the amazing knowledge of the ancient people who invented these things. 4. UFO crashes at Roswell. Back in 1947, authorities were told that a strange object had hit a farm near Roswell, New Mexico, and people believed it was a spaceship from outer space, including the theory that the U.S. government met with pilots from outer space and took them to secretly investigate, which has become a famous front-page news and has been talked about for a long time. While the U.S. government has declared them to be ordinary weather balloons, they are actually high-altitude balloons. High-altitude balloon, designed to verify the Soviet atomic test. It was, of course, top secret during the Cold War at the time. The best solution was to let the UFO conspiracy theories spread. And it's been working for decades. 5. The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. This is the most famous conspiracy theory of the 20th century about the disappearance of planes and ships in the triangle. The report states that at least 50 ships and 20 planes have gone undetected. Of course, there are many theories as to why this is. For example, it is a region of the Earth's magnetic field fluctuating. There was a sudden eruption of methane gas bubbles. There is a giant monster. There are aliens who capture people to experiment. Or even something related to the lost city of Atlantis, but the point that refutes this is not to explain the reasons for the disappearance of ships and planes. But the most obvious answer to this question is the statistics of the disappearances of ships and planes that occur here. No different from anywhere else, and the news about Bermuda was constantly being circulated by the media at the time. Because it is the news that people pay attention to and sell it. 6. Where did the female mammoth fossil go? Scientists are confused. Why is it that 70% of mammoth fossils found are males while female fossils are extremely rare? In 2017, the Swedish Museum of Natural History found the reason for this was the poor life of the male mammoth. As adults they are expelled from the herd by the female leader. The young males then either live alone or form gangs of single men. The behavior of these males is at risk of getting stuck in a sinkhole or a swamp, until leading to the opportunity to become a fossil itself. 7. Nessie. The Loch Ness Monster legend says that for nearly 1,500 years, people have reported sightings of a huge mysterious creature living in Lake Ness in Scotland, but it has become heavier since 1933 after a road was built along the shores of the lake. A year later, British surgeon Robert Wilson claimed he had photographed the mythical creature. It became one of the most famous images that led many people to believe it. In 2012, a survey found that 1 in 4 Scots believes Nessie is real. In 2019, a team of researchers from New Zealand took water samples from Lake Ness to analyze and study the DNA of all life there. They found no evidence of dinosaurs, sturgeon, catfish, or shark, or the DNA of any animal they don't know. They only found a lot of eel DNA here. The largest creature they found was the European conger, a type of eel found in lakes throughout Europe. It can be up to 7 feet long and weigh up to 60 kilograms, and it is most commonly mistaken for Nessie. Or if there is an animal that is bigger than this means that it doesn't leave any DNA behind. There are still many mysterious mysteries that have been solved like this. And then we'll be back in the next chapter. Press to follow Fet Maya and wait for each other. Whoever presses like means handsome and beautiful. Do you agree with what I've told you? Type 1 agree, type 2 disagree, type 3 thinks these things are nonsense. Whoever clicks to follow, I wish you success in life.